for measures like this that real significant humanitarian aid can be given to people in Gaza.
Hey guys. How are you tonight? That Chatfield Reservoir. I like to spend my days here. I love Chatfield. It's so pretty here. Making some dinner. Waiting for the coals to get hot. I got a piece of wood out there. On the very edge of the lake. I don't know when they cut down the trees that are growing outside or growing in the lake. I swear that they were there last year. There's just a bunch of stumps in the lake now. It's kind of sad. The birds liked them. I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm just kind of lonely. Wondering what you all are up to this Thursday night. I'm gonna do something with the fire. I don't know, guys. I'm being very smart with my. It's not a campfire, it's just a grill. Hopefully it'll get hot enough. So I have a money pit for a home and vehicle in one. Just got it out of the shop again. Another $1,000 down the hall. And my catalytic converter is failing. Those are damn expensive. Yeah, I had to fix the blower fan. For the heater, the HVAC. I'm gonna need it this winter. I'm gonna need to winterize it a little bit too, because you know, I haven't had to refill my propane. Fire's not doing well. I haven't had to fill my propane all summer long. Joe, cool. Hey. Hey, how are you? What you up to? Where are you? Seems sounds like you need to find a Toyota Corolla. I don't want to live in a Toyota Corolla though. I love Dragonfly. I love living in her. Chicago. Chasing cops. Good job, Joe. Did you see the documentary? The documentary that Real News Network put out about Eric? Oh, Toyota Corollas go forever. Yeah. But I live in my van. Her name is Dragonfly. But anyway, what I was saying was that what I was saying was oh, this winter I haven't had to buy any propane because I've just been using it for cooking and not heating this summer at all. It's been months. It's crazy. But in the winter, I have to fill up my 30-pound tank once a week. Big Chief. Good to see you here, hon. With the flowers. And a green heart. I don't know. Let me mess with my fire. Mess with my fire. I don't know, maybe clothes are hot. Maybe I'll just put this out. Piece of wood out. Since I don't have an actual fire pit. Let's see. Got mushrooms in a pan and beans, and then I got a burger, and then I'm gonna throw on the ground. There's it. It's dark here, guys. We'll see. We'll see. It gets hot enough to cook my food. Or I'll just have to take it back in the van and cook it in there. But I miss camping, the fires, the mountains. I've been working this summer in Denver. That's good because I need the money. I need more work too. Do you need handlers, Mary? Mary? Oh, Mary, two of my handlers. You can pay for my internet service, Mindspace Cadets. I have no idea what you're talking about. To my handlers, you can pay for my internet service, Mindspace Vedettes. Or cadets. Hi, Mary McDonald. I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Anyway, what was I talking about, my man? What a money pit it is. What a money pit it is. I need some work. So I was talking about propane, and I refill my propane tank once a week in the winter for heat. And I haven't had to fill it up all summer long. So I need to do some insulating in my van. Back doors especially. So I gotta do that soon. Big Chief, to my handlers, need blunts. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It's so dark here, I can't see anything. I have my laptop on. Watching my YouTube. I find myself watching Rathbone. Do you know who Rathbone is? He goes live every night and just watches clips and shares them, talking about Israel and Charlie Kirk and Trump and all that shit. And it's fun. It's a fun community. It's a fun community, and I can watch clips that I'd be watching otherwise anyway, with other people who comment on it. It's fun. But you know what? I'd rather be sitting here with somebody, a real in life person, sharing sometimes. I like people. Sometimes I want to be around them. You know? I really want to know what you're talking about, Mary. Your internet services. No. I don't think my dinner's gonna cook out here, guys. I brought all this crap out here. Okay. I think the mushrooms are starting to cook, but not the burger. The beans are cold. Well, warm. The beans are warm. Crazy. Oh, goodness. That's funny. We'll see if my dinner cooks or not. What y'all up to, guys? It's very, very dark out here. The coals are glowing, but they're not that hot. I don't really have anything to say. I mean, I have a lot to say, but I don't really want to talk about it. I want you guys to talk about it. I want to hear what you have to say. Anybody got anything to say? Let's see. What is Rathbone talking about now?
And another 1.6 trillion in the past 12 months. It's just, look, bro. How, if I don't suffer, how is my boss gonna afford the seed funding for his son's venture startup capital program enterprise? Like, I need Bezos to have like another estate.
Who are these guys?
Be happy. Like, this ain't utopia.
And I'm a capitalist, dog. I'm not in support of the government coming out taking care of everything.
What? Precisely what the capitalists favor. That is exactly what capitalists love. The government to bail them out of their own insolvency. Where the fuck has this guy been? The capitalist class loves government intervention, folks. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently, okay? They love socialism when it's for them, for their class. This masochistic person is not a capitalist. He's got Stockholm syndrome. He thinks that he is a temporarily embarrassed billionaire. I'm sorry. Does the guy in the cowboy hat fucking own the railroads? Does he have, unfettered access to controlling the United States power grid?
I'm a capitalist.
Does he own the healthcare industry?
No,
Does he own the housing industry? Has he bought off senators? Can he single-handedly move the market?
No.
This motherfucker is not a capitalist. He is a proponent of capitalism. He is not in the class of capitalism, because to be in the class of capitalism, you must be this tall, right? And you must own and hoard private property that is used to accumulate passive profits. So, motherfucker is not a capitalist. Let's get that. That's point one. All right.
I know it's a problem. I never said what I want to do about it. I could care less. Like, it is what it is. Life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro.
He's like, I wouldn't know, because I'm good.
It is what it is.
But to kids not having access to food, shit happens. I remember why.
But then you tell those same people, okay, well, you know what? We're going to take away, Bill Gates's third yacht. What? Okay, well, we're going to nationalize the banks. What? We're going to nationalize Amazon.
Okay, I don't know who these people are.
Dude, that's tyranny. You can't go after you know how much.
I don't know. Young Turks. See. see what my algorithms are. It's animals, Song of Ice and Fire, and politics. And oh yeah, this is Charlotte Dobre. I like Charlotte Dobre. She's just a commentator. I mean she makes reaction videos, I guess. Is that it? I don't know. She's funny though. Ethan Klein is waking up? Oh, I don't give a shit. Crazy guy. Oh yeah, he's just kind of realized like, oh, this I wanted to see this. Do y'all like Mark
Have you ever
Ruffalo?
wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth
Do y'all
Maps tool,
like Mark
you can
Ruffalo?
zoom right down
Y'all?
to your exact address in just
Mark
seconds.
Ruffalo?
Why are you scared of me?
I
see
do.
You, like, really go hard at people.
That's true. Okay,
I
fine.
really
I'll
do.
go
No,
on.
I was kidding.
You have Hakeem Jeffries, you have Chuck Schumer, all friends of Wall Street, friends of
I
Big
like
Tech.
Betty,
These guys
too.
won't even endorse Mamdani. Are they the leaders the Democratic Party need at this moment?
Even though
They are the absolute
I mean, he is-
antithesis of what the Democratic
No, he's
Party needs
good.
right now.
Do you think
But
it's the donors?
I
It's
like
the
Mark.
donor class.
You take Iraq, you take the financial crisis to crash in 08, and you're creating a toxic brew for a populist to run on as an anti-establishment guy.
100%. And then you kill Bernie. This is absolutely a genocide.
Charles killed
This is
every
a
hour.
famine, a genocide, ethnic cleansing.
When people tell you, I would love to speak out like you, Mark,
Yes.
but I won't get another role again.
There's that fear. And then I spoke out, and I got attacked in a way that I did not think was possible. If you take the truth and you bury it, put it in a box and bury it in the ground, it can't help but explode.
We're not facing fascism.
We are facing fascism, and they're acting like this is just another.
I'm going to write a sternly worded letter.
sternly worded letter. Ah!
Oh, Square Hulk. Yeah, Mark. Okay. Hi. You have rights.
I'm
Yay.
Mehdi Hassan,
And I'm Mark Ruffalo.
and we're not kidding. The Sateo podcast where I get to talk to funny people, artistic people, about serious things and funny things. I hope.
Oh, 1,200 detained. Oh, from alligator Alcatraz. 1,200 detained humans are missing.
October 2020, when I launched.
It is real Nazi shit.
We were remote. It was pandemic.
If
5 years later, finally got you.
I wonder
Wanna
what
sit down, you and
what
I
countries are
talked
going to have
texted back and
to
forth
stand
all
in
night
to
about
stop
future
the
of
American
our great
Nazis.
country, and finally we got.
That's not gonna happen.
Thank you, I'm glad to be here. I'm scared of you.
Mark
You're scared of
Ruffalo
me
is
because
awesome.
I've seen you like. Really
Sorry, I
go hard
didn't
at people.
spell his name.
Why would I go
I don't know.
hard at you?
It's
I don't
okay.
know. You're
How do you spell
hard at
Ruffalo?
everybody.
Like Buffalo?
No, I was kidding.
No.
Is it like Buffalo?
Seriously though,
But anyway, Mark Ruffalo is awesome. Sorry, I didn't spell his name right because I don't know how to spell it.
You're an Avenger, so it's like the trifecta for me.
Good.
Hello,
I'm
buenos
still
tardes.
getting hot. Right, here I am. So I'm not going to be a fanboy. We're going to talk.
You can fanboy.
Although actually,
Yeah.
you've been quite a good fan of ours. You've been
I am a
great
huge
supporter
fan
of
of
Zateo.
yours.
When we
From the
launched
beginning.
Zateo,
Where are you?
what I think the kids call a
Are
day
you
one fan, right? When we
That's
launched,
in
I appreciate you. When we launched,
Texas?
Before you
No.
started,
Or-
I was a big fan.
no, I appreciate that. But when we launched, it was a big thing for us.
Trying to
Like, four
remember.
of us launched a media company.
Look at you now.
And look at us now. You
Let me
said,
know.
I went
Where are
back and
you
checked.
from?
You tweeted us on the
Where are
page,
you
so
at?
you
I mean,
voted for something like
you
this.
have rights.
No
Where
more
are you at?
censorship, journalism at its finest. I think we can agree.
You have rights. You're in Tijuana.
Not for you.
You are?
Not indeed. And
No.
we're gonna-
And I think that people are flocking to. I mean, I think that
That-
people are
that-
really
that makes
responding
sense.
to that. I mean, you've launched this thing. It's
What's he
what,
have to say?
It's
Year
a
and a
year.
half.
I'm gonna go check
Yeah.
my
And,
go check
I
my
mean,
food.
Did you ever expect it to do what it's doing?
I'll be honest now, not where we are now.
I do
Thank
like
you
Betty.
everyone at home for watching the podcast, subscribing. Here we are sitting down with Mark Ruffalo, talking about politics, chewing the fat. Before we get to news and heavy stuff, we've got to talk about Task.
Yeah.
Task is your new show. Mark's in a new show.
Which isn't heavy at all.
Yeah, no, it's very light and whimsical.
Right, yeah.
It is very heavy.
Yeah.
It's Brad Inglesby. It's the guy who made Mayor of Easttown,
That's right.
which is a great show with Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
We all watched that show with her hilarious accent. We'll talk about your accent in a moment.
Okay.
But just give us the elevator pitch to people who haven't seen it. What is Task?
It's really a cops and robbers show. It's basically garbage men hitting drug houses and ripping off drug dealers.
Not you. You are.
No, and I play an FBI agent who's on their tail, and there are these parallel stories running throughout this investigation. But also you see two men who are dealing with really just heavy family issues and loss and blue collar, being a blue collar American and the struggles of that, and how law enforcement sort of comes up against like real human beings and decisions that they
Real
make.
communities.
And real communities.
You are fantastic in it. I'm not just saying that. It is, I was watching you think it's a very different role from Mark that I've seen
Okay,
recently.
it's cooking.
Yeah.
You're a cop. You're an FBI agent. He was a priest before.
That's right.
And I just wonder watching that. Are you a man of faith? I don't know.
I don't want to say I ascribe to any particular faith, but it's funny. I was raised in a household that had Catholicism as
Catholic.
an Italian American.
Italian.
Then my grandmother, my mother became
I'm
evangelical
Catholic,
Christians.
Irish Catholic,
Jimmy Swagger
Spanish.
saved me.
Okay.
Irish Catholic,
And my father was a Baha'i.
Catholic Spanish,
Oh.
Catholic
And
Mexican.
so I had basically
But-
almost the entire Middle East in my family.
See?
And the conflicts of those religions. Honestly, of all of them, and I was steeped in them. I went to Sunday school. I went to Bible
You know your
study.
Bible.
Yeah, and I also went to Firesides, which is the Baha'i version of communion, of community, of fellowship. And the one that resonated the most with me and felt the most honest and the least hypocritical were the Baha'is. And
We're who?
you know that if there's a religion that I relate to, that's probably the one that I relate to the most.
Which was your father's religion, you said.
That's my father's religion.
You play a priest who's now FBI agent, and this
Huh,
is interesting.
interesting.
So, looked at some of your roles. Okay. You were a defense attorney.
When I
in
was,
Dartmouth. You were a reporter in Spotlight. You're a U.S. Marshal.
oh, I
in
moved to
Sharon.
Mexico almost
You're
2 years
FBI
ago
agent
now.
in NBC.
I
You're a
that makes
detective in
sense.
Zodiac and Collateral.
That makes sense.
You like investigating stuff on
I
the
should know
screen,
that.
don't you?
I really do.
You do.
When I was
Getting
maliciously prosecuted after getting my rights converted into crimes, I was
Ronnie played first.
Oh, fantastic. I can't
It
wait.
was amazing.
Did we get to see it, or was it like a private?
fighting my case while using my voice, and was told I was being
remember seeing
difficult.
that movie as
So
a kid and being like, "This is the most exciting."
the county threatened to.
other than
Whoops.
being
The county
maybe a
threatened to
soldier
have
or something.
threatened
as a gift person. This would be
to
the
have
most
the
exciting
bond
job
gagged in.
because you're like
Redirected
You did Spotlight, which is a true story.
competency.
Those two stories are.
They were trying to
I
make
love the
my
fact that Lefty Mark Ruffalo is defined by being an FBI agent, not for the on screen. Also,
competency.
in Task,
Jesus.
it's set like
They were trying to
Mary
make my
Styles.
protest equal
They come to
mental,
that.
yeah, mental illness instead of rights
I was just a
bound, gagged,
a
and
ne'er-do-well kid.
medicated.
So this is set
Sorry.
the show in kind of
Beyond your will is
suburban,
worse than jail.
Philadelphia, in Delaware County,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania,
Delco.
Delco, which has renowned for its
So I left.
particular accents. I think it's fair to say. Was it harder doing the accent for this show or being the whole?
You are awesome too.
Doing the accent for the show.
Is accent hard for you? Some actors love it. Some.
I think my food is cooking slowly.
I'll never forget.
The
after
mushrooms
4
are
weeks, I
tasting
said
good.
with
The beans are warming up.
He's like, "Where did you?"
And
get
I think
that
the
accent?"
burger is cooking.
That's not. Where did you get?
Just leave that there for a while.
It's not. You're not doing a very good British accent. And I said, "How do you know he's British?"
You're just taking a shot at something.
Probably.
Oh my god.
But the character is such a.
So
Character's a great character.
I don't get it. I don't watch much TV.
I was a fan of yours before.
I watch mostly
Once you became the Hulk, my whole family
YouTube.
were big fans of yours. The way you brought what you brought
But-
to that role, I think people have loved it over the years. You've appeared in a lot of movies.
He's a good
I believe
actor.
you're going to be
I
appearing in the
like
next Spider-Man
movies,
movie as well. That's what I'm hearing.
I can't confirm or deny it.
Okay.
and I
You
like
can't
his
give us-
politics.
That's what I'm reading. What I'm reading is that the Hulk may be making a comeback in Spider-Man: Brand New Day next year.
Oh.
You are a Marvel elder statesman. What is your favorite part about being in Marvel movies, apart from the endless fame and wealth and getting to play a superhero on the screen? Apart from all of that,
You know the other
Those are the least favorite parts.
Oh, yeah.
Just
actor,
having the
that
continuity. You know, as
Hawkeye?
an actor, you're never.
hot guy. I like
kind
his
of
politics
family.
too, and
You're
he
just-
does a lot of
yes, you're
he
going
does a
from
lot of
one
videos.
Extreme situation to the
And
next.
I like his
You make
politics.
these tight
It's Hawk. He
break
calls himself
apart.
Hawk.
And
What's his
rarely
name?
ever do you have the kind of continuity that
The actor that played Hawk.
Over a
Hi?
decade or more.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I would have a real legit steady job.
This is it. Being an Avenger is your steady job.
It is. It's my steady job.
Being an Avengers.
And not only that, I mean, I also have a very short attention span, and so the other great thing about it is each movie you do is kind of a different universe. It's especially if you're working with different directors, because what I love about
this is a
Marvel is
tale.
they really do let the director sort of create a whole nother world.
I was
So you
really
go
surprised
from
they're just talking about his
Avengers to,
movie.
like Thor Ragnarok.
Very different.
Movie career.
Extremely different.
What do you
I'm
make-
sure they're
I
gonna
really
get
ask-
into it.
What do I feel strongly about this? Because people often say to me, like, "Oh, what do you do to relax and switch off?" And I'm like, "I watch Marvel movies. I watch Jason Statham movies. Like, I like,
yeah.
and I appreciate they have their role, but then there is a kind of snobbery. You know this. You're in films that have been up for awards, and you're in Task, which I'm sure is going to walk away with a lot of awards. Serious, heavy stuff. But then you also do Marvel. Then you have kind of what you have the Martin Scorsese's of this world saying like it's not real movies. Like, what is someone like you who does do real movies? What do you say to them?
I don't know. It's acting to me. It's all filmmaking.
It's storytelling.
It's storytelling.
Jeez.
And I
Not
came
real
from the
movies.
theater, and in the theater, you're never plugged into a genre.
Oh, yeah, you know Hawk?
You're always free in the theater.
Have you
can-
seen
can
his
do
fi-
a
his
comedy
stuff?
one season, and then a
his-
drama,
his-
a melodrama,
I watch mostly
and,
YouTube clips.
You know,
Or shorts.
you could do different styles. You could be doing Forrest, Moliere,
I like him.
Shakespeare.
He's a lawyer.
Modern, gritty.
He's a criminal
And so
defense
there's
lawyer.
never that kind of buttonholing that happens. And so I just see it as acting, and storytelling.
And you
I
know
like to
another
do it
guy
all.
that I
don't give a
that I
shit.
didn't know.
That's the right attitude.
I really don't.
All these
I
people,
don't
they're
care.
coming. You
This
have
is
to
it,
talk.
man.
You have to
We've
speak
got
up.
one shot at it. I'm gonna
Can't
please
stay
myself
silent.
as far as my art
But
goes.
another guy that I really
You
like
look like you're enjoying
that surprised
I'm having the
me
best
was
time,
a
and
dog
I
trainer.
love it, and I love the cruise.
Can't
I
remember his
love
name.
the whole-
I wish I.
the whole
It's not a
culture
very
of it.
good.
And I don't, for people watching who are not Marvel fans.
That's not a very good boost. Can't remember his name, but he's a dog trainer, and he's very popular. And he's been very, very outspoken and political. And I love his
the crowd
politics.
going nuts, or when the hammer goes up,
Yeah.
like all those moments, or when you turn up in the original Avengers and say,
Yeah, I
"I'm
watched the
always
shorts.
angry."
You
Like,
watched the
those
shorts,
moments for me
Yes.
are just
Oh,
great
Peter
moments
Kane,
of
thank you.
entertainment. There's some stuff I will fondly remember.
I didn't even know his name.
For
Just
all
Hawk.
of the criticism that we might get from some of the
That's okay.
high-brow directors, I have never sat in one of those movies where I've seen people.
I've never had
literally
another name besides Carol Funk.
screaming,
Well, I mean,
crying, beating their chests. I was in a
But,
movie,
like, I guess, I mean,
went to see Avengers 2.
I was
saw
18
it.
when I got the name
Uh,
Carol
the
Funk.
weakest
Before that, I was Carol
No, Avengers
Hegney.
3.
Age of Ultron.
I'm
Not the best.
yeah.
half
But
Irish.
it was Endgame.
Hegney is
And
my
literally,
maiden
when that
name.
movie
Hegney.
ended, I was in a. And
Hegney,
I went with my son,
and,
who was just no one knew who I was. Had a hood on.
And I
was
just like
in-
Carol Funk.
blowing my
So I
seat.
kept
was
it.
wondering,
Well, it was Carol Funk longer when I got a divorce.
I had no idea. Right?
Longer than
And at the end of the movie, they jumped up. They were on their seats. They're like
highly artistic and legendary dog trainer. Peter Kane is the dog trainer. Okay, thank you. What is the actor's name that plays Hawk?
Were they into comics, Marvel?
When they were young, yeah.
Carol Funk. Yeah, it's a
it was
good
like
name.
The greatest thing in the world when they were young.
They were
No.
like,
But,
I can imagine my kids-
So I got married the second time, and my
Oh my God,
second
Paul
husband's
Bettany is a
name was
superhero.
Cox. Cox. I didn't take his
Have you ever
name.
done it?
We're not married anymore.
Did you study?
Of course you
As a
did.
kid at school.
But I have a son.
Was that part of your
Levi
drama?
Cox.
Part of your debate?
Yeah, a little bit.
It is.
Then my other three kids are
When I did
Funks.
Hassan Minaj's show. Hassan's been on this show, so
Yes,
where you just
yes.
When I went on his YouTube show, yeah, you could never wash your butt ever again.
I was
When I did
18
his
when I
show,
first got married.
he pulled out a few good men script because I write
And I
about it
was
in my book. talking about
40
how when I was in school, I had to perform the
When
Jack
I got
Nicholson
divorced
scene
the first time.
and the Tom Cruise
And
scene
then-
alone. And he made us do it on screen, and people were basically saying, "Oh, you could act." I was like, I actually went to school with Riz Ahmed, who's also not sat in that seat, but be on this show. Riz and I went to school
I know.
together. And
Got
I always
married
say to
again.
Riz, like, you got to go and make superhero movies and
Like a
films
year
with Tim
later.
Hudson, and I got to
Year-
cover them on Tom Cruise.
or so later.
My career's done.
I guess year and a half, maybe 2 years. 2 years? Oh no, not 2 years. But I had another child 2 years later
In that Spider-Man
with
movie that
Mike,
you're not in.
and
Yeah,
we didn't get
looking
married
for his
until Levi
X-Men,
was
like
3.
a random guy.
And then we were together for another 8 years. So it was like, I don't know. It was like,
Look, since we're in Marvel mode, forgive me, I'm going to be fanboy and do a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
We're gonna do a
like
quick
15
rapid
years.
I'm not very rapid.
I'll make you rapid. Remember, you're scared of my interviewing, so I'll make you do
Levi
it.
was 12
All right, here we go. Who wins in a fight between Superman and the Hulk?
when we separated.
Rapid, Mark, rapid. Hulk. Who wins in a fight between
Say
the Hulk and the Red Hulk? Legend,
Oh
Harrison.
my gosh, I
Harrison
wish
Ford
you
loses
quit
to you.
saying that.
Harrison
Hello. Hi,
Not
how
like
are
me,
you?
Not
Good to
even the
see
Red
you
Hulk.
Not
tonight.
even the Red Hulk.
I do love Harrison Ford.
I am
Two of
nuts
my favorite people to
here.
play the Hulk. You
I
and Harrison
love
Ford.
Harrison.
And I don't know how
Do you see the
white
world
I
through the eyes,
am.
ideologically, politically? Do you see the world through the
Good
eyes of
saying
Captain America or Iron Man?
You can call me a goddess. It's
Okay.
fine.
Would you rather have a time stone or a mind stone?
Time stone.
Okay, good answer. That's what I would do. Would you rather hang out with Deadpool or Wolverine?
Hi, Scotty, you back?
Oh, interesting. Chris Hemsworth or Chris Pratt?
When I was little, my neighbors,
Wakanda forever
you're
or
right.
Asgard forever?
My neighbor's last name was Cox.
Okay. If you,
And I
Mark
kept
Ruffalo, not Bruce Banner, had to
saying
choose, would you rather be blitzed
funny
away
sentences
or
that
blitzed
included
away?
the word
Really?
Cox. And
Really? Isn't flipping just easy? Now you're in, you don't feel anything, you haven't gone through trauma.
then my
You've been
mom
mourning for
told
5 years.
told me to stop very sternly.
It's the whole experience.
It's a tragedy.
I was like 7 or 8.
Because it
So, when I was pregnant with Levi, my friend, you know, we were talking about names, and she said she really liked the name Chase. And I looked at her like, what? Are you saying hear yourself? You want me to name my son Chase Cox?
I mean that loss that you see that then they take over into the TV show. Last quick question:
Oh
if you
my
could play
gosh.
any other
No.
person in the Avengers movies, who would you look like to be if you're being cast in any of them? Oh, that's hard.
You got lost.
Really?
You got lost in the YouTube
I
live.
mean, it's in the
You as a-
universe.
Can I see you as a Wolverine?
Could you? I
I'm
mean,
being polite now.
So,
when I was a
I
kid,
noticed
that.
that-
Was my guy. It was Hulk in him.
So could you get ripped like you know?
That would have been rather
No, I think you say
awkward.
probably. You just say yes. We'll
Oh,
never
yeah.
know. It's a counterfactual. We'll never
Yes.
know.
Are you joking?
You guys
You
are
can do
kind
it.
of
You can do it a couple of nights with a trainer.
I
Get
love
those pecs.
Just some push-ups.
I love
Let's
talking
take the
about you.
Avengers and make it serious.
Your
Say,
movies,
given the shit
Mark.
show our country and our planet is in right now. What kind of I'm not even a superhero. What kind of character from the Avengers movies or from the Marvel universe does the world read right now to fix so many of our problems? Please
You
don't
know,
say Thanos.
or Wonder Woman, because I love Wonder Woman, but freaking Gal Gadot
Look at where we're going.
ruined
Each movie, we're adding more
it
and
for me.
more.
I
We're
hate
making it
her.
bigger and
I
bigger.
hate Gal Gadot. I hate her. I hate her.
You know,
But she's a very
what's
bad
interesting
actress,
about movies is
after all.
Why they do land on what's happening.
Do you know she's a fucking?
And it's-
She served in the
I think it
IDF.
fits into
She
the
served in the
Marvel
IDF.
universe.
She's an IDF
Like,
soldier.
literally, this is the same. This is why we created the gods. This is why we have mythology.
She's disgusting.
That was our need that came from deep within our heart.
Such a shame.
And
Wonder
I
Woman.
feel like the
I'm gonna check out my food, guys.
Marvel's tapped into that.
Yeah. And the current political situation has unfortunately helped.
Yes, and it's sort of it's in a dialogue with each other. And
Something very different to Marvel, The Boys on Amazon. Have you seen The Boys?
yes.
I mean, Homeland, Trump. I mean,
Oh my God.
And they think, the MAGA people think Homeland is good.
A hero.
And they dress up as Homeland, not realizing that.
Can you hear it?
End up. It's a complete fuck. But look, they
Anthony
think
Starr's just amazing.
Thanos is good. They think Darth Vader's awesome. I mean, they
true.
you know.
You
they-
remember in the first term when Jared and Ivanka showed a picture of their kids dressed up as stormtroopers? It's like, that's too on the nose.
I know.
What are you doing to your children?
Like who would
What
ever
do you do?
who would put their kid in a stormtrooper?
Especially if you're a Trump family member.
I know.
And then share it.
They think that's awesome.
They think that's awesome.
They think that Death Star is dope.
Environmentalists, you think Thanos did the right thing?
Why didn't Thanos just snap and make enough food for every? I mean, if he could do anything. Why not?
Why half the planet?
Yeah.
It's so random.
Yes. Why half the world? Why
Half
half
the
the
universe.
universe?
Yeah,
Why? Why not snap and make abundance for everybody?
Did you see there was a great like academic paper written about if the snap was real, how would it work when they all came back? Because you wouldn't have enough food or resources for like billions of people arriving back in the world. And what would happen to people who like remarried in the process and like their spouse turns up again and they got 2 husbands?
That's incredible.
All things you need to think about when you're doing a Marvel movie.
I love so. Was that someone's thesis?
That's like someone wrote. I read it like a few years ago. Like a serious paper. Scholarly people like how would we have abundant resources? Where when people come out farming would it be geared for? Because the planet would be geared for a smaller population. You and I both know it. The mainstream media, billionaire-owned and spineless, it's falling apart. Browsing the news, you get a single different ads and in the like you are a very political person. You don't hide it. You're out there.
Oops. Sorry guys.
You're on social media. You're at protests. Where does it come from? You mentioned like your family, your parents. Does it go back to your childhood? Where does it come from?
Some of it comes from my dad, who was very much a humanitarian kind of. My dad.
I realize I got my politics from my dad. A lot of my politics from my dad, and I didn't even realize it. As I was growing up, and my values, of course, from my parents. Of course, everybody does, but
honestly,
I
what I took
miss my
from
dad.
the religion,
I miss my mom too, but
religious
I love my
teachings
dad so much.
that actually moved me. were
So when he
the
was
idea that
at his
we
funeral,
had to fight for the people who had
the
less,
church was
and to love our brothers and our neighbors,
overflowing
and,
outside. All
the
the
idea that you sacrifice
pews were full in the aisles.
for
There's
the greater
standing room
good.
only.
Like those were all concepts
And I went
that
outside,
I learned
and
as
then
a boy that really resonated with me. There were
he
the
was well
mystical
loved.
parts of this
He was a leader,
theological, dogmatic, religious teaching.
very
And
concerned with community.
watching the degradation. I lived on Lake Michigan when I was
And
a
I
kid.
think that's why
And we saw that lake was so polluted that the fish
I
had
feel that we're all
cancers
connected, and
growing as you saw them swimming.
community is very
and
important.
there was an environmental movement that started
So,
at that time. And I saw that lake
I
get
got
cleaned
that. I
up
learned that
within
from my
4 or 5
mom
years.
and
So it
dad.
could be done.
So I
Especially
saw
my
it could
dad.
be done.
My dad
I
was
read somewhere that in 2008,
master of the Grange.
you were
of
worried
the
that gas
National Grange.
companies were scoping out
He was
your
the
land
master,
family farm
and
in
he was
Nigeria. That's what led you to
he
become
was
very
the
famous.
wagon
People
master
knew
of
you
the
first as an
camper
anti-fracking.
trailer,
Yeah, I
um,
was living in the gaslands.
the camping.
Sacrificial zone.
Oh, wagon train.
for the American fossil fuel
When I was a little girl, I was camping all the time
And,
because my dad was the wagon
I
master
went to a meeting
of
with
this
a bunch
camping of this wagon
people
train
from,
in Colorado,
WPA.
and he was
It was with Robert F. Kennedy.
he was
He was a
Grant
good guy,
Knight
and he was a good guy.
from the
And
Knights
he
of
was in
Columbus,
there
the
talking to
church.
people who had all their medical records
And,
records, saying the
Grant
state
Knight,
is
that's
back
so
on its federal
crazy.
government certified.
When at his funeral, they came out.
Where you have all these
Knights of
diseases
Columbus,
and
they came out with their
illnesses
capes and their
that
swords,
we have no
and they
great
did
recall
their
for.
and they did their
our air is poisoned.
thing.
Do something. And he
You know what was really funny? It was funny
I don't know what I can do, but
in a
I
morbid
do
kind of
think
way.
gas is a very good thing. And I come to find out he was.
It was funny. It was funny in a morbid kind of way. But my son was little. How old was he when my dad passed? 8, I think. But no, it might have been 6, 7. I don't. How old was he? Charlie was just born. But anyway, he was cremated, and which is in the Catholic Church was changed in recent times, you know, because they didn't allow cremations in the past. But anyway, whatever. He was cremated, and so we were at the funeral, and we were sitting in church, and we were in the front seat, and I just had tears just streaming down my face. You know, just I wasn't sobbing openly, but just tears were just streaming down my face. And he said to me, "Mom, how did they get Grandpa into that little box?" And I started laughing. So, anyway. Anyway. Good evening, Fab Daddy. Good to see you. How are you? I know, isn't that funny? Oh, but anyway, back to my dinner.
So they turned
I've
to
got
me.
some bread.
Like, who are you?
It's
Can
amazing.
you help us? And I went home that night, and I was I ran out of there.
Who are you?
Yeah, and I was like, who are you?
You sound the guy from 13 going on 30.
Yes, I'll do the thriller dance.
Is he?
And I
13
did.
going on 30? Was he? Was that?
Am I really who I say I am? Am I going to help my neighbors? Is this that teaching in action? Love thy neighbor, treat them like yourselves. Am I going to help my neighbors? Or am I going to fuck off like everyone else who showed up there? And I
stuck around.
I stuck around.
People know you for your environmental activism well before.
Yeah, that's where it really started.
It started with the art.
I remember when I reached
Remember
out
that?
to you for MSNBC, a lot of the thing was about climate at the time.
Yeah.
We were heading into a re-election then that Trump lost back in the day, and I wanted to.
I saw Greta here in
You were
Denver.
so strong on the environment. Back in 2016, you narrated and produced a documentary, Dear President Obama,
19.
the Energy Revolution.
She came to
Now,
Denver
I mean, criticizing Obama
at
is
the
left
Civic Center.
Some people some people
Park.
tried to whitewash the Obama record. That his record wasn't
At
so
the
great in
amphitheater.
the era.
No.
And I saw her. I saw Greta.
Even coming out of the Iraq War, and I have to say, I was a hardcore anti.
It was pretty awesome.
I was anti-war,
Yes.
especially
Got bacon,
in the Iraq War.
mayonnaise,
You marched, I marched.
Yeah,
Chips,
okay.
tomatoes,
I was
pickle.
all over that thing, and to see Obama come in and not hold any of those people accountable. I mean, we're talking war crimes here, solid war crimes. By the way, it's the same people. The same people who are dragging us, who have continued Gaza, and who have brought us to this place, are the same people who are for the Iraq War. We keep giving these same people a chance after they're
Obama said,
won.
we've got to look forward, not back. Isn't it funny? He comes in and goes, we've got to look forward, not back. Donald Trump comes in and goes, I'm going after all my enemies. Like,
Yeah.
Republicans know how to go after people. Democrats are always like, let's brush it under the carpet. Let's move. Let's be friends.
Let's do what's politically expedient.
Yeah, and easy. And
It's
not
easier. But what we
And
did
some
was
lettuce.
we set up our country for
Yes.
absolutely no consequences for action.
And in fact,
with
Donald
politicians.
Trump wins because there's no accountability for Iraq. People forget that Iraq plays a role in Donald Trump.
100%.
Donald Trump in 2016, I was recently on the Breakfast Club, I made this point to Charlemagne. Donald Trump in 2016 goes up on a debate stage with a bunch of Republicans and he says to Jeb Bush,
Some cheese.
well,
Oh, I forgot to put the cheese on my
when the
burger.
towers came down, your brother did it wrong. You gave us endless wars in the Middle East. And the crowd are cheering, and I'm thinking Republicans are cheering this. He saw that. He took advantage of that.
He did.
And of course, Hillary, his opponent in the general, was still weighed down by her support for Iraq. So Iraq played a role in where we are today.
Absolutely. And one day we'll always be against this. It's the same story. Yeah, it's the exact same story. And it's the exact same people. But what the American public
Mushrooms
knew
for my
was
burger.
that war was completely immoral. After half of them were chomping at the bit to go after anyone, and it just became bloodlust, like we saw happen here.
Yes.
And so they lost credibility because the American people had moved on. And the American people knew that Iraq was bullshit. The American people knew it was immoral.
They've been lied to.
And they've been lied to.
You take Iran, you take the financial crisis to crash in 2008, and you're creating a toxic brew for a populace to run on as an anti-establishment.
And some really good
And then you
beans,
kill
guys.
Bernie.
Kill Bernie.
Then
Yeah,
you kill
good
Bernie.
beans.
You kill any kind of talk socialism, which is what the antidote to populism is.
Yeah.
It's what
Yeah.
FDR knew. Yes. Okay? It's how FDR fought it and won. You kill that within the Democratic Party, like we're seeing happen with Mondani right now, and Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. Okay? You kill that language, you kill that possibility, and what does the American people have left but populism? And so where
But
did they
what
go?
kind of populism is it? That's the thing. Is
Okay,
it right-wing populism?
right, yes, the kind of
Like what?
populism that others people,
Yes.
that creates white nationalism, that I mean, it isn't even these people are getting screwed. The mega people, for anyone who's left there, they either are completely like out of it and don't watch the news and aren't paying attention to anything, or they're so ideologically twisted and part of this cult that they've deceived themselves beyond, but I can't see how long that's going to hold.
I think we live in, unfortunately, because of social media, he can create that echo chamber that they stay in. So Epstein files are not released, they're fine with it. Tax cuts to billionaires, not fine.
No,
They're
he's a
fine
hero. He's an FBI
Cool.
informant.
FBI informant according to Speaker.
Working for the FBI.
That's your next run.
Undercover.
That's your next FBI run.
Undercover to infiltrate the Epstein world and save democracy.
Oh, that's your next run. If Sebastian Stan, if the Winter Soldier can play Donald Trump, Mark Ruffalo can play Donald Trump as an FBI informant.
I already did.
Uncovering the pedophile scandal in this country. So, the key point, as you're pointing out, is there's this anger that Trump knows how to channel it. The left could have channeled it through Bernie. They could channel it now through Mamdani.
Can you see?
They
I know you can't
choosing
see.
not to. Instead, you have Hakeem Jeffries, who Charlemagne
There we
calls
go.
AIPAC Shakur.
Have a burger
You have Chuck Schumer, all friends of Wall
And
Street,
some
friends of
beans
Big Tech.
with
These guys
mushrooms.
won't even endorse Mamdani.
I have a mushroom
Like, are they the leaders
cheeseburger
the Democratic Party need at this
and
moment?
some really good
They
spicy.
are the
They're quite spicy
absolute
beans.
Antithesis of what the Democratic Party needs right now.
But it's
And I
good.
hate to say that.
It's good.
But these guys are on such the wrong route for what
It's
we
good.
need. We have an antidote
time is
to
it,
this
guys?
populist message. We finally have
The
the
park
left's
closes at
version
10.
of how
And it
we do
is
this and help people, and we do it for everybody. We
8:30.
don't exclude anybody.
It's
Even
8:30
Vega,
here in
you're
Colorado.
welcome to come. We're talking to you. These are your politics. These are your issues that you need to have dealt with, and we hear that, and we're actually going to do it.
Yeah. Young men are flocking to him, which Democrats struggle with.
Yes, I mean, so
He's leading with Jewish
Bernie?
voters too. despite
What
Young men are
is
blocking
it?
to Bernie. A lot
They
of
won't
people.
endorse him.
why,
But
Chuck Schumer, why are you doing this? Hakeem Jeffries, why
He's
are
old.
you doing this? You are.
Do
but
you think it's the donors
It's the donor class.
and their own cowardice?
Once the Democrats became, well, it started with Citizens United. You talk to any politician, they'll tell you they spend 3/4 of their time on the phone. They hate fundraising, they hate it, and they spend all of their time on the phone raising funds, okay? And it's not like us when we give our money.
my burger's good.
We give our $2,000. We're not calling them every day like, what the hell are you doing? These people throw in their $1 million,
forgot.
$500,000,
Paper towels or napkins.
$100,000 into a
Be right back,
PAC,
guys.
and they own that. They got Chuck Schumer's cell phone. Okay, they own it.
It's flip phone.
It's-
The leader of the
listen.
Democrats doesn't have a smartphone.
I think the world's just left that behind. You know, Chuck is a sweet guy, and I've known him for a long time, and he's done good things.
But it's time for him to go.
But I just they're not up to the moment.
They're not up to the moment. That's the key.
We are facing fascism, and they're acting like this is just another
I'm gonna write a sternly worded letter.
sternly worded letter. Ah!
Yeah, they need the Hulk. They need the fucking Hulk.
They need something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And
Forget the
AIPAC.
Hulk. Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner would do a better job.
Listen
Chuck
to
Schumer,
Bruce.
he could do it.
I
Even
mean,
mild-mannered
AIPAC.
Bruce would be a tougher.
I saw Richie Torres on Adam
Adam Friedland.
Friedland.
Yeah.
Adam Friedland. I love this kid.
Great.
I watched him on there, and I'm watching a guy who, like, I know he has a core. Like, I know he suffered. I know he came up. But what happens to you is you get bought little by little, especially when you come up from nothing. You really appreciate the people who help you. You're taught that as an ethos.
You feel you can't break with them.
Yes, you internalize their narrative because they were there when no one else was.
Even if that means you end up apologizing for the killing and maiming of
Yes, yes. Even if that means you apologize for the killing
Sound
of
like a
Amy.
sociopath.
It is so hard to keep your moral integrity once you start taking the money. Once you make those little fudges, the distance it takes for you to return back to your moral center is quadruple the distance you walked away from it.
All right.
It becomes very, very hard.
Yes. We're seeing it in real time.
We're seeing it in real time. We need people to be grounded in their moral integrity right now. because that's where credibility is.
History would judge.
History is judging. History is judging us.
Is judging us. So let me ask you this: it's not just politicians. It's people in your industry, it's celebrities, it's people in public life, it's people in big law, it's people in big tech, it's artists. Everyone is being held to account right now. Being asked, where are you? I mean, Miss Rachel, who's also sat in that seat when I interviewed her, wonderful. She's been very
Miss
outspoken
Rachel.
saying, "We're going to remember who was silent.
Where are you? Where the
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a big question for a lot of people. Before we get to those people, again, just a background question for you. A lot of people watching. I've interviewed before. We've talked about Gaza before, you and I. But for people who don't know your own journey, you're not someone who woke up on October the 8th and said, what's this Middle East issue? I need to research it and find out where to stand. You've been involved in this struggle for a while.
He
How
has.
did you get involved in Palestine activism, support for the Palestinian struggle?
It probably started around the Iraq War, and I started to ask myself, like, what is happening in
I'm gonna
that
say bye for
region?
now. Fab Daddy, hi. Looks
You
yum.
know, and
Looks yummy.
who is
Enjoy your meal.
what's
Thank
creating
you.
this tension? And then I just started.
I'm always trying to get you hungry.
of this issue.
I
What's
do
going
food.
on in
I
Palestine?
think food is my
What is
love
that
language.
story?
So
What's really going? I mean, these people, they have so
see, by the way,
strong
Fab
a
Daddy, I've been
resistance to something.
having a hard time
You have to have
being
an
friends with
oppressive
the
force to have that kind of
Northwoods
resistance. And that's
crowd
an
since Trump has
honest
taken office.
measure.
I heard that, Rand.
And
Fab Daddy.
I wanted
Exactly.
to know what
I was trying to make Luke something. I'm gonna
And
say
so I
bye
started
for
to
now.
listen,
Good night,
started to
Fab
read,
Daddy.
started to listen, started to
Till we
talk
connect
to
again.
people.
I would.
Started
Yeah,
to
remember
break
every Monday night.
down this
And hopefully not.
system of
I am committed
ignorance
until we
that
get
is
Jeanette out of there.
constantly being
I would like
reinforced.
to do it until we
I
close
don't
the
know,
place
I've
down.
never seen such
But we
a
need to get Jeanette
propaganda
Biscara
machine that has been
out of the
so
Aurora Geo Ice
delicately
Detention Center.
manufactured
Now,
that has
she's been 6 months. We need to get her
made
out.
people so
Every Monday night we have a
ignorant.
vigil.
And
And I'll
was
be
one
there.
of those people.
So you're
She's out.
researching this, you're talking to people, there are lights going
Be
off.
kind.
What the hell? Why,
Yes.
why was I never told this?
Stay
Yes,
hydrated.
and I'm it's a lot of it is just feeling.
Dude,
I
bye.
just was feeling that these people
Fab Daddy, I always thought you
had
were
this sweetness
always mad at me.
and this integrity and this righteousness that was undeniable and
Because you thought I was a right-wing
transcended
asshole.
theology. It was real, you know. It came from
Why are they all
something
assholes?
And then, of course, I started.
Why are they all
the
right-wing
asymmetrical, just crushing of any kind of movement. But you know, and then it was escalating.
When
Starting
Biden
in
was president, Biden is
2014, you know.
Biden is
And,
asshole. I hate
and then I
Biden.
spoke out on social media, and I got attacked in a way that I did not think was possible, and was being called an anti-Semite. Was being stopped.
You
on the
left me,
street
well,
with
of course.
Israeli women
I mean,
asking me with their phone in my
You have
face,
rights.
"Oh, why
It's
are
in
you
your
an
name."
anti-Semite?"
What do you do in that situation?
I said, "Why do you say I'm an anti-Semite? Why do you say I'm an anti-Semite? Because you're supporting the Palestinians."
good man with a good big heart.
I was like,
Fab
I'm an
Daddy.
anti-Semite because I'm supporting the Palestinians. I support the I should support the Israeli people too.
I like you just fine.
You know,
Thank you.
I'm a
Fab
humanist.
Daddy, I like
Okay?
you as well.
What's
Oh,
happening
you
there?
guys are-
is in
I love
human-
it. I love you. We were
and
chatting
that's
while
it.
I was away.
So, if you think that's anti-Semitic, I find it.
They are
I
assholes
find it
because they're
incredible.
always
my teacher is Stella
exclusive.
Adler.
Oh,
Was a hardcore
oh my gosh.
Jewish
It's so.
from Odessa. Okay, that's
I was-
where I learned my art form.
What'd you think about
It's
the
that Talmudic
the rapture thing? I
approach
really
to
didn't know what was
life
going on until a few days
that
before
makes me say this is
it was
wrong.
supposed to happen.
But to be called an anti-Semite after
It
what
can be
we
career ending, especially in your
what
And I
we
saw how
learned
crazy it all was.
about the Holocaust, that genocide. What we all know to be so ugly, right? It's the worst
Didn't
thing
happen.
to be called an anti-Semite.
Bummer.
especially in Hollywood.
Anywhere.
No, but in Hollywood, it's career ending.
It
We've seen what's happened to
no, it's
Melissa
not
Herrera.
career ending.
Well, for some
No,
people,
I mean really
Yeah,
seriously,
for some
bummer.
people it is.
Seriously,
I
bummer.
mean, I spoke to John
Hoping they
Legend,
take all their guns and
I
hate
said,
and
"Look,
division
aren't you
away with
worried?
them."
I've been cancelled. Like, people are worried. People are worried about me, and he goes, "Look, I'm in a position."
Leave us in
luckily, where I
peace.
don't worry about that. But a lot of people, he said, tell him that they are. They
It
keep
didn't
quiet.
happen.
Do you have that issue? Where people tell you, "I would love to speak out like you, Mark,
Yes.
but I won't get another role again."
Yes. There's that fear. It's dropping now, and I'm seeing more and more people speaking out.
Just to remind everyone at home, you just signed a letter, 1,300 people,
That's right.
film workers for Palestine,
That's right.
which is saying we will not allow our work and our art to be used as in any kind of complicity.
Whitewash, to be complicit, to whitewash apartheid, or to profit off apartheid or genocide.
Emma Stone and Ava DuVernay, Olivia Colman, big names.
Yes, very big.
That
names.
list probably wouldn't have been that long a few years ago. It's getting bigger.
No way.
How
No
many?
way. They've been trying to do this for 20 years. You know, this is not new.
You got pressure in 2021. I remember this because you and I were talking at the time. People forget Israel bombed Gaza in 2021. It was
That's
a much
right.
briefer issue. And you said the G word back then, genocide.
Yes.
People went nuts.
They went nuts.
And
Really?
you came out and apologized.
I was out
and said
protesting
that
in
the language was
2021,
not
guys.
Right. Today, I
But
assume you don't.
It hasn't been that. It's been since
Not at all.
then.
This is absolutely a genocide.
Not as long.
We have
Consensus
the
of
majority
There's
of
some people
scholars
that-
you know,
Human Rights Watch, Amnesty
yes,
International.
all of them. But
I was out protesting before October 7th.
In Israel, probably yes, genocide.
But people still throw the anti-Semitic label around, even now, just to completely empty it all
It's the
meaning.
Hasbara. It's part of that system of oppressing thought, oppressing free speech, oppressing the need to know, oppressing knowledge. That is a system that's been developed by Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And not just Israel, but enablers. And I understand why. I understand why. I mean, I understand this need after coming out of the Holocaust to protect yourself. You know, I understand it. Okay, but you can't steal another people's nation from them
Unless you have great propaganda like a land without.
So I don't know.
and expect that to go well. That's like
We all
planting
know
a
it's
seed
Zionist
of
political.
that's like planting a seed of hatred
And that
and deceit and expecting it to
is explaining
flower
the Jewish religion
with,
and those feelings
oranges.
about the Holocaust from being safe.
it's just not going to happen.
Brainwashing
And then
people.
what's that Zola quote? If you take the truth and you
cancer.
bury it, put it in a
Awful.
box and bury it in the ground,
Zionism
it
is a
can't help but
cancer.
explode one day.
It's exploding right now.
It's exploding.
Do you feel hopeful? I mean, people are dying in huge numbers. It's
How can
horrific.
you feel hopeful?
But that's my question
I'm
to you.
not feeling hopeful. It's heartbreaking, man. And why people have signed that thing now? Someone called me yesterday. Said, "Did you see that the Israelis' response to this, and how it's going to hurt, and how filmmaking should transcend this?" I was like, 100%, man.
Who cares?
But we are in drastic times. This is a genocide, okay? This is a famine, a genocide, ethnic cleansing, human immigration. I mean, they're pushing people off their land. This is do or die now, and we might have to take drastic measures. This is not a drastic measure. All we're saying, we're still allowed to work with anyone we want to. You know, all we're saying is the institutions and the people and the production companies that are actually profiting from this and who are whitewashing it and propagating it, we will not work with. And that's the least. But you know what I really hope it does, Maddie? I hope it opens up other industries to the same exact thing. Boycott, divest, sanction, and prosecute. That's the only thing that's going to stop this.
Here.
We have to hit them economically because we've tried everything else. All those Israeli filmmakers that they're talking about who have told good stories, who have tried to tell the Palestinian experience, what has it done?
One thing that bothers me is everything has to be done in tribal ways. It's like you're pro this, you're pro that, you're this team, you're that team. As Miss Rachel has said, why can't you just care about kids being killed?
That's
like, as
if
a
we
bear.
took care of the kids, not just there, but everywhere.
Yeah.
If we focused on what their needs were, and we met those needs, the world would be a fucking heaven.
The world
It
would
would
be
be
a better
heaven.
place, that's for sure.
Just that baseline. But look what we're doing here in the United States. We're letting the kids get mowed down because of some crazy idea that we need weapons of war. To what? What are you going to do? You're going to fight the American government?
That's insane.
What are you going to do? Like how? What are you going to do with your weapons of war? You're gonna kill other Americans, is what you're gonna do.
What's happened?
I met with some of the people whose families were killed on October 7th.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, in Israel.
My heart breaks for those kids to live through that. Okay. I've always felt this way. But it's asymmetrical, you know? Like, how many thousands of people have to die in order to have retribution for that, you know? And it is retribution because their own leaders speak about it in the terms of retribution.
It's been planned for a long time.
You know,
Oh,
it's a
excuse me.
quaint idea is eye for an eye.
Anyway,
That's quaint. Eye for an eye. I wish it was eye for an eye.
my food was very good.
Yeah. I mean that's a naive.
I ate it very
eye for an
fast.
eye.
Now I have the hiccups.
That's a naive. That's a naive.
But I guess that's
quaint
what happens
notion.
when you devalue Palestinian life.
They've been
Stole
devalued.
their homes,
Who even hearing
their
from
lives.
Palestine? When you turn on the television, you hear the Palestinians.
So,
speaking on their
yeah,
behalf.
so it comes into your
You and I
house.
are talking
Oh,
about this,
so
you know?
it, you know,
I mean, when
in
I was at
19,
MSNBC, I went out on my way to
48,
Palestinian voice, but
1947,
most don't.
They
Right,
don't.
most
Palestinians
don't.
were
Let's just get the
welcoming
IDF spokesman.
welcoming the
Like,
Jewish
and the studies have been done.
people
Sunday
into their
shows are
homes
filled with
because they
Israeli
were
guests, Israeli military
refugees.
officials, members of Congress, no Palestinian voice.
They were
on the
welcoming
Sunday
them
shows.
It's
into
a
their
trap.
homes, into their
So
lives,
that then
and they
leads
were
me to a question
sharing
that
with
might
them
make you uncomfortable
and
when I'm
protecting
asking anyways.
them. And then
One
they
of the
came
Sunday
home
shows
one
is
day,
owned by ABC,
and the
Disney
doors
by
were
ABC.
locked.
You do shows for Disney,
And the
you have pressure
Israelis,
from on high to Mark,
Never.
shut the fuck up about this. Just keep your head down.
Never.
You promote Avengers, don't talk about Gaza.
Never.
No one's coming to you.
Never.
the future
I've
Israelis.
had out other people's on smaller ways.
Yeah, like people in the industry
Locked
say, hey,
them
go
out
for your career,
and
you
told
shut up.
them,
Yeah,
Go away
you
or
don't know
I'll
what
kill
you're
you.
talking about Palestine. It was
There's-
never Palestine.
there's people that still have
Palestinian people aren't
keys.
a people. Here's a look. Here's a tweet of a book.
There's
from,
people that are
you know,
alive
the
still
1500s that shows that
that
Palestine
still have
never
keys to their
existed in this
homes.
map. The thing looks like someone made
That
it.
they were kicked out of in
I
1948.
mean,
You lost
the
friends?
craziest.
They weren't killed.
I'm telling you, the people who I've thought were smart,
Yeah.
who have been friends of mine,
I was gonna ask.
I can't talk to them anymore.
You've lost
They,
friends.
they're either trying to
Yeah, it's,
they're either trying to convince me that the Palestinian
Israel-
people are all terrorists and they all deserve to die.
terrorists. Israel
Or-
is the terrorist.
In the same breath, will tell me that they're actually human shields and they deserve to die because they're human shields. Like
These are people who were
Israel's
friends of yours
terrible.
pre-October 7th.
people who I thought were friends of mine.
I agree.
No, I can't relate to them. I can't relate to them. And I have people.
Little
I have
triggered.
people who after October
Sorry.
7th. I understand. I understand why Jewish people that was so upsetting. I get it, you know, and I understand that
I wish-
they feel that there has to be security.
I wish that we
Mostly
could
they don't
not say
consider
Jewish people when
Palestinians.
we were talking
Or
about.
their
I mean, I
story.
know
They don't know much about it.
Jewish people that are in
I love
Israel.
these
I
people.
know,
And at this point,
but
we don't even
it's
talk
not.
about it.
What do you make of? So we have people, I'm
Okay.
sure in Hollywood, just like I have people in my industry and my
I just
community and friends. The people
think
who
we
are
need to emphasize
defending this genocide,
that
which
it's
is insane.
Israel.
You can't be friends with such people at this point. Then you have people like you who are speaking out.
These
signing
people have
petitions.
dual
What about the most
citizenship.
people who are in the middle? What about your friends?
They
and
need to go
colleagues who
back
you do
to where they
movies
came
with
from
who just say nothing?
and leave the people that
How
are
do you
living
try and
that are
educate
living
them?
there in
Do
their
you-
that
do you
land,
proactively, is Mark Ruffalo like
consistently.
Hey guys, I'm doing this letter. Do you want to sign? Or do you just be like,
Their
that
home.
guy, he's up for it.
I've tried in
A lot
other
of-
ways to kind of
Yeah.
platform people because some people
You know,
just
at least
a lot
go
of
back to
actors
the
just aren't
67 borders, right?
as
The
a-
1967
as their
borders
kind
at
of
least.
ethos.
Although a lot are political
Yes.
and a lot of issues
At
just
the
like
very
this.
least.
Yes, exactly.
And get rid of
And
apartheid.
a lot of them feel
They did it.
pressured.
They did it
I
in
mean,
South
there's a
Africa.
huge.
They
there's a
could
lot
do
of
it in
pressure.
Israel, and it'll be hard
And it's not just the
it's
industry,
not gonna
it's
come
family
from
members,
within,
It's friends.
because
you know.
86%
It's taken
is
people
or
a long
97%
to get where
of
we are here
Israelis
today. They know now.
believe the
There's
way they
no
do.
denying what's happening. Unless
They're just
you
like
are
freaking
so
Nazi Germany right now.
ideologically
Actually, worse.
tied up.
It's
So I've
worse.
seen people who were much more
Then I don't think that they
militantly
should be allowed to
for this
to
starting to
compete
soften.
in
Yeah.
'Cause how do you
sports
not? I mean, how do you
How do you-
internationally.
how do you know?
or music
And
festival,
how can you say that
whatever,
so
Eurovision,
many people are lying? Like, how big of a conspiracy
traveling,
would it have to be for the
idea of
for
soldiers,
80,
because
90% of the
most
world?
Yeah.
Israeli
All the human
citizens
rights.
have
All the human
Humanitarian
are
rights.
My favorite one is Cindy McCain. Like John McCain's widow is Hamas.
conscripted
Okay.
How insane do you have to be to
into the
actually
IDF,
believe that?
I did an event in Toronto
like Gal
just came up,
Gadot.
where I did a debate on anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. And when I mentioned Oxfam,
They need to be
people
called out.
booed. Pro-Israel people booed Oxfam. And that's where you get to. We're almost
All
out of
over the
time. I've
world.
got to ask, quick question. Kamala Harris is on a rehabilitation tour. She's got a memoir coming out. She got Extract in the Atlantic, talking about how
Zion
Biden wouldn't let her,
and Israel is
create
the
daylight.
focal
Do you
emphasis of
believe that
evil,
the
and
Gaza
it's
issue
just too bad
cost
they
Harris and the
call
Democrats the
themselves
election last year played a role?
I was in
proudly
Michigan
as real Jews.
speaking
know.
to the Arab communities because they
It's really
thought
sad. I have a
the
lot
work
of
will be able to speak.
friends that are in
Let's
Jewish
throw Mark
Voices for
Ruffalo
Peace
in there.
here in Denver,
They
and
were not having it. They just weren't having
they're wonderful
it. No,
people. I've been
it's
to
sad because
um,
some of the thinking was it can't get any worse,
Yeah,
and
it
it
has
has.
Seder,
It has.
Seder.
But some of the thinking was
With
just, I
my
cannot bring myself
Palestinian
to vote for
friends.
someone who
We
My
went
family
to
was
Seder at
wiped out.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of Democrats don't
the
understand.
park in
Tell
Denver.
me how I'm supposed to vote for this.
Yeah.
And I'm one day we'll get into it, but I was speaking to the
It was at
NSC.
another-
I had a group of actors. We were interfacing with the NSC for
I think the
months
next year I
and
was
months
outside
and
of
months.
um,
And the line
Senator
of bullshit that we
Bennett's
were fed. I have
office,
all the-
'cause
I
he's
have
Jewish.
I have all of the emails. The
Feel free to
line,
publish them.
And we invited him,
line of
but he didn't
bullshit,
come.
And that was coming from Blinken.
but with
and
Colorado
Miller
Palestinian
and Jake
Coalition
Sullivan.
and Jewish
Those
Voices for
guys
Peace.
are now on this rehabilitation tour.
It's on my channel.
And they are war criminals.
I recorded
Those guys, They designed this. They created whatever structure Trump is using now. They created it.
Before we go, 5 years ago, you and I were talking on the eve of the 2020 election.
Oh,
And
I'm
I
really
asked you
full
about
now.
the Trump presidency.
So full.
And you said, I remember we were live on air, and you said, I wouldn't fucking believe it if somebody gave you a script and you kind of threw it behind you. It went viral that moment, I remember. Because you and I were talking about how unbelievable it was. And again, can't
So
get
what
any
are they
more
talking about
unbelievable.
now?
Since we did that interview,
Yeah.
Donald Trump incited insurrection, lost the election, went into private life, was supposedly finished, got prosecuted, got found liable for sexual abuse in a civil trial in New York, and then came back and became president again, and now is doing all this shit again. Again, if somebody gave same question. If somebody put the script in front of you now saying, this is what's happened, this is the movie,
I'd quit
this is
the
the
business. I'd be like, worst song. This business is so
Unrealistic.
It's so unrealistic now. But it's beyond fiction now. It's beyond fiction. And we don't know where it's. You know what?
My
though?
ancestors
I believe with every
are the
difficulty,
tribe
there's
of-
a gift inherent in it. And with every action,
My
there's a
ancestors
reaction.
are the tribe of Dan and Levi.
Just like we came out of last Trump, and we had probably one of the most progressive presidents. I mean, Biden.
domestic terms.
Yes, on domestic terms, Biden was probably one of the most since FDR, probably. He didn't do a good job of communicating that. None of them did. They ran away
Yes.
from their progressive credentials. They did some fucked up shit on climate. But that's in the offing. If we can save our democracy, we will have a revitalization, reimagination of democracy, and we're seeing it happening with all these little, these candidates coming
Yes.
up who are connecting to people.
The Mamdani's not the Jeffries.
Yes.
Oh, fuck
Mark,
Jeffries.
it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yay,
Let our viewers,
Mamdani.
listeners know where they can catch Task.
Task is on HBO right now, HBO Max, and we're putting out a new episode every week. So if you want to really have a show that has a pulse and to make your heart sing and to make your heart cry, check us
By the
out.
way, let people know who is the antagonist, who is the other brilliant actor.
Tom Pelphrey,
Amazing.
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 He's the best thing in the show.
He
He
is
really is.
He is a fantastic
He's the
actor.
best thing in the show.
Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure. We must not
Pleasure.
leave a 5-year gap before the next
We
interview.
won't.
Should we-
Now that we've done it.
now that you see that I
I've
don't
been
grill
scared.
you.
I've been scared.
You've been scared.
I'm scared.
My
You
reputation.
haven't seen me. No, I just haven't been. I haven't been doing a lot of political
Well, your voice is absolutely essential, and we appreciate your voice. I've always loved your voice, both as a fan and a friend, and I appreciate you coming and supporting us and watching We're Not Kidding. Make sure you like, subscribe to We're Not Kidding wherever you get your podcast. Make
Okay.
sure you head over to Zeteo.com, become a
Zeteo.
subscriber, like Mark as a subscriber, support independent
Good, I
journalism
like it.
in this fascistic
Good.
moment where the mainstream media are letting us down. But for now, from me, I'm Mehdi Hassan.
And I'm Mark Ruffalo.
And we were not kidding.
It was fun. Thanks for watching that with me. I've had a hard time recognizing that I have raised myself Christian, but I am naturally Islamic. Or just a free floater that is damned to curse. So people don't realize that Jesus, who is not the Son of God, who is a wonderful, wonderful man and prophet that Islam loves and adores. And they believe that he will be the one to come back. Islam is such a misunderstood religion, and it's beautiful, and we were lied to. We've been lied to. But yeah, I was raised Catholic, but I was a Justice Catholic. And I don't have all that hate and division. My parents were very open to me exploring other religions, and which were mostly Christian sects like Protestant, Baptist, things like that, Lutheran. I wasn't exposed to Islam until recently. It's beautiful. It really is. But anyway, people don't realize that Jesus was a brown Palestinian Jew who spoke in an Arabic language and followed the laws that are tied with Islam. God is God. Is God. There's only one God. That's what Jesus told us. Anyway, we can all get to all that. To tell you the truth, from what I have learned while having a critically thinking mind, the JUS are evil, most evil liars on the face of the earth based on their actions and the lies behind it. It's the Israelis, the Zionists, the secular Zionism political movement that confiscated and deceived the Jewish people into believing that they needed a one state to be safe. And it's the most unsafe place for Jewish people on the earth. It shouldn't be conflated with Jews. Zionists. And then there's the Christian Zionists. Oh my God. Exactly what you said. Yeah, you have a call. Yeah, we have to call them the Zionists. But so what time is it, guys? 9 o'clock. I need to pack up and get out of the park because they close up at 10. Go find a place to sleep for the night. I pay for a state park pass with my registration, so I figure I might as well use it. And I camp here once in a while. And they have a great shower that I use, even though I'm not camping. I'll come in here and use the shower, and they have laundry, washer and dryer for $1.75 and $1.50. You have a good night too. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, did you see I finally got over 1,000 subscribers? I just need the watch hours now. So anyway, I love you guys. I love you. And remember, free Palestine. Free Jeanette. Free them all. And I love you. And I will see you sooner rather than later. Good night.